अब मैं इनवाइट करना चाहूँगी चीफ डेवलपमेंट ऑफिसर मिस्टर लुइस फर्नांडिस टू शेयर इनसाइट हाउ इंटरनेशनल डिज़ाइन इनोवेशंस आर हेल्पिंग कैपिटल स्मार्ट सिटी इंटीग्रेटेड AI ड्रिवन इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर फॉर स्मार्ट फ्यूचर. Let's welcome Mr. Luis Fernandez.
Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Mr. Aslam Malik, Group CEO, board members of HRL FD8, Mr. Abed Chima, Mr. Najam, management team, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and colleagues. I appreciate always very much the opportunity given by Mr. Sahir Rafiq, our HRL chairman, by Group CEO, Mr. Aslam Malik, and all the board members to be part of this fantastic venture. What is the fantastic venture? It is the vision of Mr. Sahir Rafiq and Aslam Malik to develop smart city concepts in a global environment. How to make easy a global environment? With the vision, we are a master planner first, that we develop urban planning. On top of the urban planning for developing infrastructure, we do engineering and architecture. Along with the design, we involve interior designers and landscape designers. For which purpose? We involve specialists, layer and entertainment specialized design companies, and animation showcase. These design activities are for master planner and district planners. But when we operate assets, we involve a specialized sport company and hospitality companies as well. This is the framework that is not only that we involve global experts. We develop our smart capacities to ensure that the design, day by day, event by event, new milestones that we develop are supported by this strategy. Next. It is coming. We need a little bit help. Now, it is. Why we are a global designer? Because in the strategy developed by the board and following the guidelines of Mr. Sahir and Mr. Aslam, we were looking to involve the whole global scenario. First of all, we start from the beginning. In our country, I visit all of the relevant capital smart city, Lahore smart city, Rabi smart city. I became knowledgeable of the national culture, of the national strength. I love Pakistan. This allowed me to have, along with the all-together effort, to understand how to develop our strength in involving global designers team. First of all, we start by Singapore. That is a country that understands very much the overall Asia development, and we start to work with them, with Surbana Euron, as the main recognized leader in planning in the whole Asia region and in global basis. We also engage DPA architects that are also could be recognized as #1 architecture designers, again, in the Asia region and in the global environment. Along with Surbana, we engage AP Studio Works to ensure the project showcase. But once we were involved in planning, immediately we jump up to involve in Europe the Cracknell company, UK company, specialized in detailed urban planning and in landscape. In Europe also, we engage from the very early stage Radin Golf in Switzerland to specialize in the golf course design. In Spain, greatly, we involve Archivio architects as specialized in detailed architecture in different of our districts. Once we were having presence in Asia and in Europe, we find out the opportunity to have design strengths from the US in operating the golf course as Troon and developing and operating tennis courts for sports. Once we were having presence in Europe, in Asia, and in the US, we come with the opportunity to involve the South African architects, DSA, based in Dubai, with whom they develop the design of the Capitol Hills villas, the residential apartments, and the clubhouse. On top of these 4 continents, we find out that the opportunity to engage in Australia, the Alan Quay services involved from the very beginning in the urban planning of the Capital Smart City Phase 1, Linescape, that has been involved with us in different other district planning and landscape as well. Finally, we find out the opportunity to involve Chinese designer, the Chengdu Panxi studio, that they are involved with us now in the Capital Smart City Phase 2, this animation video. It is not important that the board has the vision and made the financial support to all of these global designers. It is to recognize by all of them that we are becoming now a global strength designer as well. Our team of planners, of architects, engineers, now they are practicing this kind of level expertise. And it is not only the design handed over one day to us for one of the projects. It is a permanent vision and a permanent action and a permanent progress. Now, sorry, let's come back. Now, here. Okay, now, what is the strength of our mandate from the board? It is, at the beginning, we start in 2016, developing Capital Smart City from the early stage into the Phase 1, 10,000 acres, that now become today 27,750 acres, and this is equivalent to 222,000 canals, equivalent to 112 square kilometers. I appreciate very much the introduction of Mr. Aslam regarding our strength. This is the key matter strength. Whenever a developer and a master planner has the capacity not only to engage designers, as Urbana say always, to make it happen and to execute that at site. This is where we are now in this level from the Capital Smart City here in Islamabad. But what after this, 5 years later, we start the Lahore Smart City in again, starting in 5,000 acres from the very beginning. Now we are planning the additional 9,000 acres, 14,000, equivalent to 112,000 canal and 56 square kilometers. Tomorrow we celebrate the kickoff meeting of the Rabi Smart City master plan that start in 12,500 acres in Lahore, equivalent to 100,000 canals, and this is a total of 50 square kilometers. But what is the strength in this master development of 150 plus 50, 200 square kilometers? It is the overall number of projects that we are involved, because certain projects are ongoing, certain others are expanded, certain others are a consequence of a redesign, and we have been involved in this action in 38 occasions. This 38 is a permanent flow of data information elements that allow to make happen on this progress. Now, when we sit with any designer, first of all, we tell them we are a smart city orientated as a city municipality that use technology for which purpose? For two. To provide service to solve city problems. Based on what? Based on transportation, on accessibility, on social, and in sustainability, and giving voice to the citizens. Next. Here it is the details of each of our players. Now with Urbana, we developed 8 times commitment with them since our history. At the beginning, for master plan in Islamabad in 2016, 19, and 22. Later, for in Silicon Village, the architecture, the master planning of Lahore Smart City Phase 1, the East Entrance Gate here, the Karachi North, and nowadays the Rabi Smart City. What is the strength well known by Urbana is the commitment of the Temasek Holding as the owner of this company with 18,000, 20,000 nowadays staff employees. Now, it was mentioned by our colleague about the Singapore Institute of Planners. It's not only that we obtained the award last year. This year we are submitting again our submission for an award for Lahore Smart City. Once we are known and recognized, the different entities are able to recognize our work. We don't know if we are going to obtain the silver prize. Let's see. The submission is the next month of May. Also, following the guidelines of the board, we are following up the other participants' potential awards entities. Cracknell, we described before. We were involved with them in 2 projects. The Capitol Hills, the country planning. Desert Inc. is the one that has created for us the Adventure Park with relevant projects in Dubai. Next. Linescape is the one that has created the planning and the landscape projects, in particular the clubhouse. DPA, the designer of the Dubai Mall and the hotel address from the very early stage of the retail in Dubai. DSA, the designer of the Madinat Jumeirah hotel and retail area. Along with Archivio, the Spanish architect, involved with us in 4 projects. The designer of the concert hall in Vilnius. The Haradin Golf, well known, the designer of the Abu Dhabi Golf Club. The Trun Golf operator of the Els Club and 800 golf courses all over the world. The PBI tennis, this is the same facility that now we are building at our clubhouse. And AIP Studio as well, working as in Singapore for the different animation project. Chengdu Pansi as animation for the other from Beijing, China, and a core group that we are developing the hotel. But I would like to have a special mention to all of you, to all of us, because this only happened because of the permanent leadership of the board, the permanent follow-up of each of you that you are paying attention to make it happen, because to have a comprehensive action and a performance at the level to manage the numbers that we have included here, it is a quite relevant task. I thank Mr. Sahir Rafiq, I thank Mr. Aslam Malik, and all of us for the success effort in this regard. Thank you so much. Pakistan Zindabad.